Can we truly find our purpose in life? It's a question that I ask myself many times. It's something that I struggled with a lot in my life too, finding your purpose. Oh, everybody seems to be finding their purpose. And there's so many YouTube videos, I finally found my purpose, or I found my purpose, this and that. And I got a little bit skeptical because of this. Because I believe that our purpose shifts and moves and changes. There is no such thing as the single life purpose. Okay, perhaps for a few people this is the case. Okay, maybe for a Buddha or a Jesus Christ, their sole purpose was to spread their teachings. Fine, okay. Or Mozart, his sole purpose was playing piano. But then again, is it not because of the circumstances that he was raised in, his talents, everything surrounding that? Okay, perhaps that this is exactly what makes it his purpose, all the circumstances and the way his upbringing morphed and changed and molded him. I don't know. Alright, I will solely speak from personal experience because I think that a lot of you guys can perhaps relate. Okay, because I suffered a big deal from not knowing what my purpose was. And at some point in my life, I thought I found my purpose. Okay, oh, my purpose is to travel the world. Oh, my purpose is to share my knowledge. Oh, my purpose is to do this. Oh, my purpose is to do that. Okay, and in the moments I realized what my purpose was, I felt excited and I felt great and I felt, fired up. But then after a few months, I came to understand that I'm not so sure if this is actually my purpose. Did I really find my purpose? And that's when I started to ask myself, is it actually really that important? Is it truly that important to know what your purpose is in life? Can we not just live our lives according to our values, learning to follow our intuitions, learning to follow our hunches, learning to communicate with honesty and truth and authenticity, and living a life from inner truth, and then the purpose will fall in alignment with that at specific times in our lives, and they might change. Okay, right now my purpose is figuring out how I want to continue the next few years of my life. A year back my purpose was to build this YouTube channel. 5 years before that my purpose was to travel the world and explore different cultures and people and countries. Okay, and perhaps in 10 years my purpose will be to raise a family, and then in another 10 years my purpose might be to become a concert pianist. Who knows, right? That purpose can change, and it's okay, and it's not necessary to know your purpose, right? You can live your life in a way where you commit to your values, and that will guide you through a meaningful life. That is what I start to understand more and more and more. And a big thing in that journey is aligning yourself with truth. Being truthful with yourself is one of the most powerful ways to conduct yourself. And I mean this in any and every aspect. Stop lying to yourself. Make decisions based on what you know is right. When you sit down and you tune in with yourself, you know what you're afraid of doing and you know what's actually right. You feel the resistance, you feel it. You know what's right for you. You know it. Yet you escape it, yet you try to numb yourself with substances and distractions and social media and food and all these things because you're afraid. You're afraid to accept what is true. You're running away from the truth. And it's okay. I ran away from the truth basically all my life, and I still do sometimes. But as I grow older, I start to understand the real value of living a life in alignment with truth. And that from that your purpose will sprout, and your purpose is going to be different in different stages of your life. There is I don't think only for the privileged few, the selected few. They have one single life purpose. Beautiful. I admire that. I respect that. I think it's incredible if you are a person like this. But again, speaking from personal experience, I don't think that this is the case for myself. And again, I worried about this, man. I worried about this for so many years. Like, what am I supposed to do? Oh, I don't have a purpose, and everybody seems to have this purpose. Oh, everywhere people seem to live a purposeful life. That's not at all the case. Actually, very little people live a purposeful life, or at least feel like they live a purposeful life. So it's also about changing your perspective. Perhaps living a purposeful life is taking care of your environment, making sure that your room looks neat, making sure that you prepare healthy food for yourself, being a kind person, living in alignment with your values, practicing self-awareness, kindness, compassion, love, acceptance, surrender. Perhaps this is what it means to live a purposeful life, right? And go explore. One of the things that showed me that this purpose thing is not too important is by exploring. Okay, I tried so many things in my life. I traveled, I worked with photographers, I did volunteering work, I worked in a school, I was a musician, I was a photographer, so many things. Okay, a writer, I did acting classes and so many different things. And that gave me a broad spectrum of experiences, and I haven't experienced even 0.00001% of all the things that I could experience. So I'm still exploring, still looking for new ways to challenge myself, and doing that, pushing yourself a little bit, getting out of your comfort zone. And that is something that I really want to experiment with even more. Okay, because partly I was pushing myself outside my comfort zone, but also partly I was kind of staying there. And now that I went to the Rainbow Gathering and I had these conversations with all these people, I know that there is still some discrepancy between my potential and the things that I still feel very scared about, afraid of, the resistance that's there, and the things I know I actually secretly would like to try, but I'm still afraid. Okay, so that is also part of this purpose thing, getting out of your comfort zone, challenging yourself, looking for the parts in your life that you're kind of like avoiding, that you're distracting yourself from, tuning into that, looking at these parts, and then challenging that, facing your fears and overcoming those fears. That is a big part in my journey. That has been a big part in my journey, and figuring out my purpose, whatever that may be. That I think that there's a lot of interesting information for you to be gathered there, to be found there. Oh, hi amigo, little doggy. Sorry guys, there was a little doggo that got really excited seeing me here recording some videos. Anyways, so challenge yourself. Get outside your comfort zone and don't worry too much about this purpose thing. It's okay. It doesn't have to be this big deal, right? It's not important. It's not that important. You're suffering way more in your mind, thinking about, oh, I don't find my purpose, I don't know what my purpose is, blah, blah, blah. Don't take it so seriously, man. There's no need. You don't need to be all serious about it. Your purpose can be anything. Okay, it can be simply waking up and preparing a morning smoothie and sitting in the sunlight for a little bit, and then reading a book and calling your mom and having some fun with your friends, and that's it, you know? That can be your purpose. Living, experiencing life in all its facets. That can be your purpose. There is no need to find this big thing. It's okay. It's okay to be searching. Everybody is searching. Everybody is just figuring it out. Everybody looks like they all got it figured out, but nobody does. Literally nobody does. Trust me. Everybody is figuring things out. And the people who claim to know everything and to claim to have found their life purpose and blah, 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 I am sure, I guarantee that they still feel like they haven't found their purpose. They mention it, they say it, they shout it off the rooftops, but deep down they also confused, you know. I see these YouTubers, they say, oh, I found my life purpose, and like 3 months later they make a video, I don't know what my life purpose is, or whatever, you know. Everybody is figuring it out, so it's okay to feel confused. Take off the pressure. There's no need to put so much pressure on yourself to find your purpose. I know this is like a trend nowadays in today's society, especially for like the millennials. Everybody needs to find their life purpose. Take it easy, man. Take it easy. Just relax. There's no need to stress out about it. All the stress that all the energy that you're expending on figuring this out is energy that you could use to actually pour into something that you love, that you care about. Okay? Practice a skill, learn something new, challenge yourself, whatever. Okay? But stop wasting so much time on finding your life purpose. There's no such thing. It's not important. Live your life in alignment with your values, and the purpose will come. The purpose will come. So that's about it, guys. I hope it was helpful. I hope it was relatable. Again, don't be so hard on yourself. It's okay. You're not a bad person because you don't have your life purpose. Let go of this pressure. You're just making things hard on yourself, and it's not necessary. It's really not necessary. And you can let it go. You can let it go and just live your life. Take it easy. Experiment, explore, and challenge yourself. Okay? Push a little bit. Push yourself every day, slightly. And that's when you will learn and grow the most. So that's it, guys. If you find this video helpful, feel free to leave a like. This helps to expose the video to more people who might want to learn more about finding your life purpose. And if you would like to see more content like this in the future, please click that subscribe button for me. And as always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.